Binance is the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, a digital behemoth that has shaped the way millions of people trade, invest, and interact with digital assets across the globe. Often called the New York Stock Exchange of crypto, Binance's influence stretches far beyond just trading. It's a hub for innovation, new tokens, and global financial activity. Its rapid rise made it a symbol of crypto's explosive growth, attracting both everyday investors and major institutions eager to ride the digital currency wave. But now, the company finds itself under intense global scrutiny, facing challenges that threaten its very foundation. Governments and regulators from every corner of the world are cracking down, determined to bring order to what they see as a chaotic and risky marketplace. They're demanding answers about Binance's past business practices, its compliance with anti-money laundering laws, and its role in the broader financial system. These investigations have forced Binance to make major changes for its future, including overhauling its leadership and internal controls. The pressure has led to massive fines, high-profile legal charges, and a dramatic shakeup at the very top of the company. The era of crypto's Wild West is ending, as the industry is forced to adapt to a new age of regulation and oversight. And right at the center of this transformation is Binance, under the relentless gaze of the world's media and financial watchdogs. These changes matter to anyone who owns or wants to own cryptocurrency, as the rules of the game are being rewritten in real time. Decisions made in courtrooms and regulatory offices worldwide will directly impact how you access, store, and protect your digital assets, potentially changing the way you interact with crypto forever. Understanding Binance's challenges isn't just about following headlines. It's essential for anyone hoping to navigate the crypto world safely and confidently. This story is a wake-up call. Even the biggest, most trusted platforms aren't invincible, and the landscape can shift overnight. It's time for users to be more aware, more informed, and more proactive about their financial security than ever before. In this chapter, we'll break down what's happening, why it matters, and what it means for the future of crypto. Most importantly, we'll show you how you can stay secure and make smart decisions in this rapidly evolving landscape. Binance's most significant legal challenges erupted in the United States, where the world's largest crypto exchange found itself at the center of a sweeping crackdown. For years, Binance operated in a regulatory gray zone, but mounting pressure from U.S. authorities brought that era to an abrupt end. The company pleaded guilty to violating anti-money laundering laws, a landmark moment that resulted in a staggering $4.3 billion fine, one of the largest in financial history. This sent shockwaves through the crypto industry, signaling that regulators were no longer willing to look the other way. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission also filed 13 separate charges, targeting Binance's business practices and its founder. This marked a turning point, as the SEC made it clear that the days of regulatory ambiguity in the U.S. were over. But Binance's legal troubles aren't limited to the United States. The pressure is truly global, with governments and regulators around the world intensifying their scrutiny. In France, authorities have launched new investigations into alleged money laundering and tax fraud, adding to a growing list of ongoing probes into Binance's compliance failures and business operations. These investigations reflect broader concerns about whether Binance has done enough to meet local regulations and protect consumers in the countries where it operates. In Nigeria, the company faces a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit for operating without proper registration, highlighting the risks of entering new markets without securing the necessary licenses. These cases underscore the dangers of rapid global expansion without a solid compliance framework. Binance's aggressive growth strategy has exposed it to legal risks on multiple fronts. In fact, Binance has faced regulatory scrutiny in at least 10 countries, including Australia, Canada, and India. Each jurisdiction has raised its own concerns, from money laundering to consumer protection. The common thread running through these cases is clear. Authorities are worried about money laundering, lack of proper registration, and weak safeguards for users. This coordinated global crackdown is forcing Binance and the entire crypto industry to fundamentally rethink how they approach compliance and regulation. The message from regulators is unmistakable. To operate in today's financial world, you must play by the rules, no matter how big or fast you grow. The era of unchecked, explosive growth for crypto giants like Binance is coming to a close, replaced by a new age of accountability. Now, survival in the crypto industry means adapting to a world of strict oversight where compliance isn't just an option, it's the only way forward. In response to crisis, Binance's founder CZ Zhao stepped down as CEO, replaced by Richard Teng, a seasoned regulator. This leadership change signals a shift from aggressive growth to stability and compliance. Teng openly acknowledged Binance's past compliance gaps, aiming to rebuild trust with regulators. The company has massively expanded its legal and compliance teams, now over 645 strong. U.S. agencies have recognized improvements in Binance's compliance programs. Despite legal troubles, some governments now seek Binance's expertise to help shape their own crypto regulations. Binance is positioning itself as both a reformed industry leader and a technical partner for global regulation. The company's painful lessons are now shaping its new identity. Binance is betting that transparency and compliance are the keys to its future. The world is watching to see if it can deliver. Binance's regulatory challenges are driving change across all centralized crypto exchanges. The industry is maturing, investing heavily in legal and compliance teams to meet global standards. Public demand for regulation is rising. Nearly 40% say they'd invest if crypto were better regulated. Compliance is now a core business strategy, not just a legal requirement. Exchanges are integrating familiar payment options like Apple Pay to attract mainstream users. They're also expanding into AI, DeFi, and NFTs, evolving into full digital asset ecosystems. The goal: make crypto accessible, safe, and relevant for the next generation of users. The Wild West days are over. Compliance and innovation now go hand in hand. For everyday crypto users, this new era of regulation brings a wave of changes that you'll notice right away. The most immediate impact is stricter identity checks and more detailed Know Your Customer or KYC processes. You'll likely spend more time verifying your identity, with exchanges and wallets asking for more information than ever before. Expect to provide government-issued IDs, sometimes even multiple forms of identification, and proof of address, like utility bills or bank statements, just to open or maintain your accounts. This can feel intrusive, but it's quickly becoming the norm. Exchanges are also monitoring transactions more closely than ever before, using advanced software to flag suspicious activity and comply with new laws. As a result, some services or tokens may be restricted, frozen, or even delisted without warning, especially if they don't meet new compliance standards. Technical outages like the 2024 AWS crash can suddenly halt trading and block withdrawals, reminding us that even the biggest exchanges aren't immune to technical failures. These incidents, along with headlines about legal battles and glitches, can fuel public distrust and slow down mainstream crypto adoption. It's a reminder that the landscape is still evolving. As a user, you'll need to adapt quickly, stay flexible, and keep yourself informed about regulatory changes, platform updates, and new compliance requirements. Be ready for evolving rules, shifting policies, and new features on your favorite platforms as companies race to keep up with regulations and improve user security. The key is to be proactive, not passive about your digital assets. Take time to understand the risks, educate yourself about best practices, and stay up to date with the latest security tips and industry news. Take responsibility for your security by using strong passwords, enabling two-factor authentication, and storing your assets safely. In this new landscape, knowledge truly is power, and vigilance is your best defense against both technical risks and regulatory surprises. Personal security is more important than ever. Start by enabling two-factor authentication. This adds a crucial layer of protection beyond your password. Use strong, unique passwords for every exchange and consider a password manager to keep them safe. Never reuse passwords across sites. Watch out for phishing scams. Always check website addresses and use bookmarks to access exchanges. Be skeptical of emails or texts asking for your login info. Regularly review your account's security settings and enable features like withdrawal address whitelisting and anti-phishing codes. Exchanges are adding new security tools all the time. Use them. A few minutes spent on security can prevent disaster. Your account's safety is ultimately your responsibility. Don't wait for a breach to take action. Secure your assets now. Keeping crypto on an exchange means you don't control your assets. The exchange does. If the platform is hacked or frozen, your funds could be at risk. The crypto mantra is, not your keys, not your coins. For true control, move your assets to a personal wallet. Software wallets are convenient but still online. Hardware wallets, cold storage, are best for long-term secure storage. Hardware wallets keep your private keys offline, safe from online attacks. If you hold significant crypto, consider moving it off exchanges. Using a personal wallet means you must protect your recovery seed phrase, never store it digitally. Self-custody has a learning curve, but the peace of mind is worth it. Take control of your financial future by mastering this essential skill. In crypto, true ownership means holding your own keys. In crypto, staying informed is your best protection. Regulations and exchange policies can change overnight, impacting your access and assets. Actively follow official exchange announcements, blogs, and social media for critical updates. Don't ignore emails about service changes or security features. Subscribe to daily crypto news for timely insights and alerts. Follow reputable industry sources like Cointelegraph and CoinDesk for broader context. The crypto world moves fast. Being proactive keeps you ahead of risks and opportunities. Informed users make smarter, safer decisions. Binance's legal troubles mark a turning point for crypto. The industry is maturing, and governments are integrating crypto into existing laws. For users, this means adapting to new rules and prioritizing security. Strong passwords, two-factor authentication, and self-custody are now essential. The difference between holding assets on an exchange and in your own wallet has never mattered more. Taking control of your keys is the ultimate step toward financial sovereignty. Crypto's future is still bright, but it demands vigilance and continuous learning. The shakeup at Binance isn't the end, it's a transformation. By staying educated and proactive, you can navigate this new era with confidence. The journey ahead is challenging, but for those prepared, the rewards remain immense. The next chapter of digital finance is just beginning.